Hi, welcome everyone. Thank you for joining me live, or if you're viewing this on a replay, good to have you along. I'm your host, Helen Morris, a certified emotion code and body code practitioner, working with the Inside Out Institute, which is currently transforming or providing breakthroughs in people's lives by providing both the subconscious healing with the conscious transformational leadership coaching. So it's having a huge impact on people's lives in all aspects. And I'm talking today with another person who has been able to achieve a lot of impact in people's lives. Coroy is taking Instagram by storm by providing an in-depth training platform that allows users new to the Instagram platform to be able to step through and understand how Instagram works. She goes and teaches them how to brand themselves, allows their account to be able to stand out among the thousands of accounts that are out there. And she does this by showing them how to create the unique brand essence and then build their account around this, and then that attracts their tribe. So how do I know? Because as a 55-year-old, I signed up to this 6 months ago, and I had no idea about Instagram at all. I just knew that I needed to use it to build my new business. That's what I was told. So I signed up to Kat's course, and honestly, it is so amazing. It just steps you through every single aspect, and you can go back and review everything. And to the point now that I'm really calm and confident using Instagram. It's really, truly changed my life, and I think it can change yours as well if you're not very confident with Instagram. So it is my absolute pleasure to introduce to you who I consider the queen of Instagram makeovers, Kat Coroy. Welcome, Kat.
Thank you so much. That was very lovely to be here. Yeah, nice to see you.
Thank you. So I thought we'd start off by just you sharing with us a little bit about who you are.
Okay, well, my background is I've been a designer in London, working with the big brands for years and years. And then I started about probably years ago, just creating Instagram feeds for people, because they were having trouble getting started on Instagram. I started doing that. And and I had actually a previous business, which I had before, which I had for like 3 or 4 years, which didn't go too well. And then I was thinking, what else can I do? And this Instagram thing was kind of just a thing that kind of happened. And I started helping people with that. And it's just one of those things that caught fire. And then I created my course, and the rest is history. I've been doing this for about 2 or 3 years now, and my business has just exploded, really. I've got students from 41 countries all over the world, so it's amazing. It's amazing to be able to see them coming in. They think they're getting just an Instagram course, but really it's just so much more than that. It's kind of like a business makeover, really.
Yeah, it certainly is that. Now, just share with our viewers just how many followers you have. The other day I looked, it was quite a few, but it seems like it's changing daily.
Yes, it's gone up a bit now. Well, it's 111K, 111,000 followers I have on Instagram now. And within the next couple of weeks, I'm just about to go over 10,000 Instagram makeover students as well, which is incredible.
That is fantastic. So that actually, you've just sort of covered my next question, which was about how you decided to develop the step-by-step course, because obviously people were coming to you, there was a need for this and that. But you've really gone to the next level with this course, haven't you? Because
I have,
each module is, you're not just skimming over stuff, you're going into a lot of depth. Why did you decide to do that?
Well, I think that's been partly the success of this course, is because, when I was creating it, everybody sort of said to me, you need to get on with it, just hurry up, just, do it quickly, get it out there. That's the thing that people tell you, isn't it? Just get it out there, don't worry about it. But I was like, no, I need to if people are going to pay me money, I want to make it as good as it can possibly be. And I want to, I just care about everybody's success so much that I want to, it's like you put yourself into the mindset of them, and you know what they need to have, what they need to know to get them through to this, to be able to achieve what they want to achieve, which most people don't bother to do. So if you're going to put all that in, you're going to get a much better result for people, and then it's just going to work much better. So even though You know, in my course, I give about like $5,000 worth of stuff for 297, but they need that, in my opinion, to be able to achieve it. So I think putting more into your courses and your online products and giving amazing, incredible value is just such a great idea, because people tell all their friends about it. You feel better about yourself because you're helping people more, and it's just a win-win for everybody.
I know, that's actually what I was hugely blown away with, was that because it's an affordable course, you know, you can come up with the $297, but what you get for that is just mind blowing. And I really like the concept that you allow people to get one module before you release the next module. So, you know, you allow them not just to race through, but you're actually providing them with as much success as they can. What were your biggest challenges building it?
Well, oh my goodness, I suppose biggest challenges is kind of, for me, it wasn't too hard building it because I'm a designer and I'm quite techie, so I could understand all that side and make it. But I think it's just learning how to advertise and market it is the biggest challenge of any product that we make, isn't it, really? So, and I had absolutely no idea about doing any of this at the beginning, and I've just learned. And also, you can't always go on what the things that you learn. You have to find your own way in some ways. So I think really figuring out the advertising was a big thing for me. That was, you know, I did a course on it, but it wasn't quite, I had to really figure my own way out of doing that. So yeah, once I got that all figured out, once all that figured out, it was easier.
No, apologies. Hey, look, that's what most impressed me about you as well, is that you're so approachable, you're so authentic, you're so real, and that's what you encourage with other people doing this course, you know, truly to just let themselves shine. And I think that contributes a lot to your success as well. So what parts of this system, training system, are you most proud of?
Oh my goodness. I think the thing, I'm so proud of so many bits of it, but the thing I really love that I've managed to create, I think is different, is I just put so much love into it, which sounds a bit, you know, but, you know, I just literally love everybody that comes to me. I love them all. So I want them to succeed. I love them. And I just give them so much love, and I just put so much effort into it, and they feel it, and then it helps, and they feel they can do it. And then they feel like and even in my marketing and everything, if I'm writing a post on Instagram, I'm not just writing a post because I need to write a post. I literally think, what can I do to really serve, really love, and really help somebody? And then I write from that place. And I think because I do everything from that place, everything that you do online has an energy to it behind everyone can feel everything. Like if someone leaves you a not very nice comment on you can feel it. You feel the hit of energy, don't you? So if you do everything with love and service and meaning the best for people, then they feel it, and it just builds into this. That's why it's just like grown and grown, and it's such a lovely way. You know, so I'm really proud that I've done that, because it's not the typical thing that you learn out there, but it's just kind of how it all happened for me.
And I think it's those tips that, you know, make our account successful. I mean, mine's still tiny, tiny, but, you know, every week I'm getting new followers, more and more people coming on.
Yeah, and it's authentic. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. No, it's growing in that organic way, isn't it? So you're getting it's quality over quantity. You know, so you're getting real followers who are really interested in what you're doing, and that's the important thing.
Absolutely. And that's what I've really taken on board, is what you were saying, is like really to put my heart into it, really, so that when people are reading what I'm writing, what I'm posting, that is all me. That is what I believe in. That is my take on the world. And I think that's resonating with people. So now obviously
it goes to show you're doing the right thing. If you know if you're doing that and people are resonating and they're following you, you know, because there's so many things. If people can be bothered to follow somebody and actually listen to what you're saying, then that really goes to show. And you've got to do something like that if you want to stand out from all the noise that's out there. I mean, there's so many hundreds of thousands of accounts, millions of accounts. So you've got to have a bit of truth. Truth stands out online. You know, it's easy to just write words, isn't it? But if it's truth and it's love and it's something really that you feel, then it's going to stand out much more.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's, you go into a lot of detail about the why you should be doing all the different aspects of this, why you should have good lighting, why you should be doing this, why you should be doing that. And I think that helps people understand and then go ahead and do it. So, for me, that's been really a successful formula. As for nearly your 10,000 people that have signed up to the course, I mean,
Yes,
truly, that's a
definitely.
feat in itself and a huge accomplishment. So, congratulations.
Yeah,
All
it's always
right. Sorry.
important. So it's always important to explain to people why they do. Don't just get them to ask them to do things in your course. Get them, explain why they're doing it, and then if you can understand why you're doing it, then then you're going to do it. So it's really
Yeah, I
important.
agree. Okay, how has this success changed your life?
Oh my God, my life has changed completely since. I mean, before I was like a single mum, struggling with my old business, and my savings was going down and down and down, really, really down, really badly. But obviously, since I've had a lot of financial success with this business now, and because I've got 10,000 students, and I met my husband as well since I started doing this, because he's an entrepreneur as well, and we connected at a conference that we went to. So, and then I bought my dream house, and I'm just like, my life is so different. I mean, my life, it's just, I've always had that strong vision of where I wanted to get to and believed that I was going to get there. I just wasn't quite sure how. So it's all about keeping that vision of what you really want. And then just, if you're doing something and it's not quite working, just think, what can I tweak? What can I try? It's like I had to walk away from my old business, and even though I'd spent so much money on it, just walk away from it because it wasn't working. So it's just, what do I need to change? What do I need to tweak to be able to, move forward?
Now, I've heard that you've actually used the emotion code, and I'm interested to know how that has helped in your business life, in your personal life, whatever you're up to sharing with us, because, this is something that we're trying to do here at the Inside Out Institute, is to combine the both, because what a lot of people don't realize is that, they can try really, really hard to be successful, and sometimes they just have these blocks that they're just not even aware of that is holding them back. So is that what you've found in your life?
Yes, definitely. Well, emotion code kind of came to me by accident, really. I had an acupuncturist lady that I used to go to. She's become a dear friend now. But anyway, and then she was like, "Oh, I'm doing this. Do you want to try some emotion code that I'm doing?" And I just instantly fell in love with it. I just thought it was it's so accurate and amazing, and just makes you feel so good. And it's so gentle. It's just such a gentle way of healing things. But
yes. Yeah.
It's helped me in my personal life. I've had big issues that have come up in the last few years that would have been like really traumatic and hard to get over. But emotion code helped me through it massively. So I'm really thankful for that. And also in my business, there's a certain times along the way when things weren't, when it was all taking off, or even things like, say, for example, when I just need to relax about things a bit more now, and I'm just like, no, everything's okay. And just, I find that every time I have an emotion code session, something comes up about work that just helps me just stay calmer and happier, and just helps me it's helped my business, but it's not like a big thing that you can say. But I know from doing that regularly, it's just helped me stay on track. It's helped me stay in the right mindset. And it's just really kind of helped move things along for me. So I'm really a big fan of it.
Ah, fantastic. Thank you for sharing that with us, because, truly that is the key of it. What you were just saying, it's so subtle yet so powerful.
Yeah.
And I feel the same. I've just reached a place in my life where I'm so calm. And so I just make decisions, really good decisions. I can stop and think about things and say, okay, maybe that's not working so well, and then move forward again. And I think that we just need to learn how to be kinder to ourselves and take some of that stress out of our lives.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yes.
So, some top tips. I'm really keen for our viewers to have some top tips from you about using Instagram. What would they be?
Oh my goodness, top tips about Instagram. Well, where do I start? Definitely my top tips are post quality content is the most important thing you can do. I mean, not just to churn it out and be posting like 2 or 3 times a day. It's much better to post, say, 3 or 4 times a week, than it is to post every day and post something that you've just churned out and it's not that doesn't come from you. And as well, as I was talking earlier, it's writing from the heart. Learning how to write captions that really connect with your audience is really important. And also using those different Instagram zones. So you've got the Instagram feed, and then you've got your stories, and you've got IGTV, and they all serve different things. And the people are on different channels and different parts of Instagram. So if you can eventually be on all these different places, you're going to sort of catch people in different areas and widen your reach that way. But I mean, there's so many things that I could tell you, but that's kind of my top tips really at the moment. I mean, Instagram stories is still really big and getting bigger. So, and Instagram stories is a really great way to kind of give people a peek into the behind the scenes of your life. So you can be a bit more relaxed there. The feed's more about your brand and presenting yourself really professionally, so that when people come there, they know exactly what you do. They've got to know in 3 seconds what it's all about. That's all the time you have. So if they come to your Instagram account and they just see, and it just looks, it's not a clear message, and they can't tell in 3 seconds exactly what you're doing, then they're just going to move on to somebody else. So you need to get it so that it's really, really clear. It's giving the right signals and explaining what you do. And what I do with Instagram is I try to focus on the brand, the business, and get really clear what I call brand soul essence. So you figure out what your core message is, what you're all about. You dive really deep into that, and then you express that visually, and you naturally just attract your tribe to you. So it's not like we're trying to go out and manipulate people and get them just to follow us. We're just shining so brightly with our messages that we're just attracting the right people to us. So that's kind of how I do it on Instagram with my students.
And it's obviously a very, very successful formula for you. But the other thing I love about what you offer, Kat, is that once you've done the course, it doesn't just finish there. You're busy giving us ongoing tips, and then there's also the question and answer forums, and really, you provide a lot of backup support as well, don't you?
Yes, the support is, I've never heard of anybody giving support like that for that price point. Even like $1,000 you could pay and you won't get that support. But I think that's what sets it apart, and it also makes it different. So I think if the more you can give, like I said before, the more you can give to people, the more you're going to get back. It's just going to come back to you tenfold. The more energy that you give people, it comes back. So
fantastic.
It works well.
So where to for you now? Where are you heading?
Yes, good, interesting question. Well, I'm just busy with this at the moment. I'm one of those people, I'm really creative. So I'm always thinking, I can do this thing, I can do that thing. And I have to just remember to stay focused on one thing. And I'm eventually, probably later this year, I'm going to launch another course. I'm not exactly sure what it's going to be yet. But I'm going to have some more courses coming out at some point. But I'm just trying not to scatter myself and keep things simple. I'd really like to just try and focus on one thing and do it as well as I possibly can. And then when I have time, I will bring in other things, so that's just sort of, I'm not really thinking ahead too far. I'm just sort of going with the flow and just keep doing it. So.
Fantastic. So people interested in contacting you, how can they do that? What's the best way to find out more about you and the course you're offering?
Yes, well, you can go to katcoroy.com, which is KATCOROY. And or you can go to instagrammakeover.com as well if you want to find out all about my course, about my Instagram makeover, which teaches you how to brand yourself and just be really brilliant on social media and learn video skills and everything. So yeah,
and
thank you.
Fantastic. Kat, an absolute pleasure having you as my guest today, being able to interview you and share this wonderful message with people. You truly are an absolute gem in this field, and I feel very privileged to have scored a wee bit of your time to share this with others.
Sally.
So thank you very, very much.
My pleasure, my absolute pleasure. It's been lovely. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.